Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. CEA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we're keeping it all here in the AFC South between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're on the Texans sideline. Look at their head coach, DeMeco Ryans. His guys searching for their first win of the year after an 0-2 start. On the opposite side, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys, on the other hand, have started strong, 2-0 so far this season. Happy you could join us. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. Kicker Kaimi Fairbairn just about set. And as the rain falls in Jacksonville, we're underway. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, gave the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had, played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Go right side, caught by Thomas. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. Takes out a one-stop, and he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
On first down, they'll run. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down, give to Tootin. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll go again here with Tootin. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Now here he goes. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first bullet to this ballgame. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They're running the option, short side. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Texans' 4-yard line.
Tootin. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. Expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. He finds space for a few yards that time. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. Jukes one defender. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down, Houston.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Kirk comes in motion right.
45-yard line.
On play action, here's Stroud. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the gun, Stroud. The third down throw falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Here's their first carry for LaQuint Allen. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends him backwards to the 4.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Lawrence working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long. Jacksonville in punt formation. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Taken from the 49. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This Texans offense ready up for its second drive of the contest. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. First down throw by Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Texans.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. Dropped, but first down he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down.
Brought down at the 10-yard line.
Pierce up the middle. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
Amber Winger on the tackle. First and goal, Houston.
Marks will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
They go to him again. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was frightened, but they send him backwards on third and goal.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding the spread for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Washington now to return. This makes it up to the 25. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Lawrence with it on first. He's marking over something here, just chucks it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tootin gets it from the gun. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They're across the 40. Nice run here. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Shotgun hands out for Allen. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. That's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Little knocks it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
It depends on the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Out now come the Texans on offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Completing over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. From the gun, Marks gets it. Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's caught. This is Kirk. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. 1st down. It's a run with Marks. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
The Jags bringing out the dime look, 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there. Tommy Townsend on the punt. And he drives this into the pouring rain.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a 1st down. Man in motion here. They'll run here following the penalty. He's got a gain of 6 there. Hauled down by Andrew Winger.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that 1st down marker.
He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Texans.
Running once more with Brooks. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up. We're at got the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. And it's the Texans facing 2nd and 10. To the air, Stroud. Has it down close. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans tie things 10-10. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Completed left side to Thomas. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Defense's first sack of the game, kid. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he could find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Another try following the sack. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
Hand off to Tootin. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And they make the stop, I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 4.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
12 yards. And the Jaguars
First down throw, Lawrence. Completes it to his back with Quint Allen. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Western New York. The Bills at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And it's Tua, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Josh Downs. He makes the big play to kick off the scoring. This one of his 2 touchdowns so far. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts looking to go 3-0 to start the year. They lead at the half. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders taking on the Raiders. And it's Tyler Algier. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
We're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Texans, their running back Dameon Pierce, ready for their next drive. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. And this is Pierce. This one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Texans first down.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Right back it goes to Pierce. This great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Houston.
They'll go right back to Pierce. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
I know from the position of quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Third down.
From the gun, Stroud. Hits him on the in route. And they bring him down around the 34.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Washington now to return. Dukes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Tootin. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Lawrence working from the gun. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first.
Here come the Texans, and they block it. They can run with it inside the 15. And the blocked punt leads to a touchdown. They got there, they blocked the kick, Brock, and then absolute chaos ensued.
Yeah, look at the mad scramble to go get that ball. And then as he took off with it towards the end zone. What a wild, frankly, what a fun play to watch. Well, at least for one team. The other side, oh, that's a painful gaffe they'd rather soon forget.
Going after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game.
Jaguars 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. This is tough running with this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Give now to the running back. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
Brought down by Kalen Bullock. It's a gain of 2.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Tootin with it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now running here with Tootin. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. There's a screen for Tootin. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Connecting on the slant. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars cut it to a field goal game.
Jaguars 17.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Barrios now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Texans and running back Damian Pierce ready for their next drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Pierce. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. This is Pierce running right. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Making the stop, that was last year's Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter. Stroud now on 3rd. And the Jaguars are there. He's all down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jaguars.
Turton on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lawrence hangs out to it. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. He still has room inside the 30, and he has it down at the 26-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Move those chains. That's good.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Now it's Tootin. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. They're going to wind up losing yards on this play.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Jalen Smith on the coverage.
Throwing his Lawrence on 3rd down. A throw left side, caught by Brown. He's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down. Tracking for it, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter,
teach you confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Pierce up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time in talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
First down, Texans.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun now, first round. Has him on the quick hitter. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
3rd and long for him here. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard. So out now comes the punter. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's your group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? He's going to be brought down right at the 35. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
15 yards on the play. And the Jaguars, first down.
We'll give to Allen out of the shotgun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Complete left side to Thomas. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Thomas Jr. It's a gain of 5.
Back to throw it. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Right up the gut. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars with a little more work to do to win it here. The toss play to Tootin. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Here he is to throw. Gets this one to Patrick. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's good for another Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Tootin gets it from the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars have taken the lead about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Bringing pressure, and it's blocked! And he's dropped down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown.
Kate, that is such a deflating feeling when you go to the bench. You just did all that work to take the lead, and you just assume, right? You just assume that's automatic. You're going to go up 7. It's kind of like on a golf course, right? When you've got that birdie putt, you can't sink it. Sure, you love the par and you love those 6 points, but 7 would have been so much sweeter.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. It almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Last one got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
This is Pierce, and his short game gets them a new set of downs. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. They look to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. 1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. Strong running inside the 30. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
They put a receiver in motion here left. From the gun, here's Pierce. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Final timeout called by the Texans. Looking, and they got there in time. He's taken down. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Desperation time here. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 3rd and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL as they're now up to a 3-0 start. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.